And I really like that it's about the pilot, not the plane, right? Because we saw a Murkrow team versus a Denoza team. Pilot, not the plane.
I had two counters for Dondozo,
and
right?
the Escarada, yeah.
Right.
And Will-O-Wisp, Volcarona.
Will-O-Wisp, Volcarona. I think you're right in that, like, Will-O-Wisp was enough. You don't need Murkrow.
You don't need Murkrow, yeah.
Two
I
of
think
the
I'm
three.
playing.
Garchomp can handle.
You
gotta get
I have
up
to
there,
go
bro.
Best of
play.
luck, man. Thank you for
I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to check my notes.
Yeah,
you
good
gotta
luck.
Win or something, ideally.
Yeah. So, okay, do you mind if I grill you a little bit?
Oh, sure.
I mean, nothing too
Grill
hard,
me.
but basically, like, so I feel like you kind of played a bit of Pokemon in early Sword and Shield, and then you're a busy guy. You got a lot of projects. I feel like you're always doing a lot of things, and now you're jumping back into it a little bit. You got kind of a fresh look at things with this Invitational and practicing a little bit. How do you feel like this compares to Sword and Shield when you were playing?
I think the one difference, the main difference is Dynamax versus Terrorizing.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about Dynamax is if you have that in the chamber towards the end, it buffs your HP, you're stronger. It's kind of like, okay, let's just tap it in.
Yeah.
And Terrestrializing is not really that. It's kind of like let me make a cool swag move by like trying to change my type defensively or offensively. And so I think it's probably more interesting, but also it requires a bigger depth of knowledge because Dynamaxing is just like,
yeah,
you
click
do
button,
it.
go big.
Yeah, click button, get big, get a lot of health.
Yeah, I noticed in your play when I was watching that you tended to save your Terrestrialization till the end, right? And I figured, maybe that makes sense because you're used to Dynamax, where like if you save it and the other person has blown their Dynamax and you still have yours, then you're big chilling. But Void, you look like you want to say something.
Do you guys need a friend?
We would love
Come
a friend.
join.
Yeah,
I'll be there in a second.
that makes me happy to hear.
But you are right. I did leave Pokemon, but look, the reality is
You didn't leave
anytime
Pokemon,
I
lad.
left it for a while, but the reality is anything you pick up, and Void would know this, is the biggest improvement you will have is the initial learning. And there's that one graph that everybody knows where it's like, and then it's like, because you instantly plateau and it's like, oh wow, there's so much to learn. And so I like getting from like to the peak.
Yeah,
and then quitting.
You're like you are perfectly optimized improving, right? You get the most bang for your buck, and then you're like, see you in 3 years.
And then it's like, oh, if you want to keep going, you now have to pour in hundreds of hours of your life.
It's
like,
hard.
I don't want to do that. And also, what I've noticed is like, for example, chess. Similarly, I have remained at like a consistent 1,000 skill level for like years, impressively.
Yeah.
And part of the reasoning behind it is like, okay, if I keep playing and I keep consistent, I keep getting good, I don't get invited to the PogChamps events.
Right.
So
you need to be in that sweet spot.
Strategic.
You need to be just good enough where you can go and have a chance to win, but not too good where you can where they're like, oh, if we invite him, he'll just win.
Here's what's going to happen. All right, today. This is a prediction.
Okay.
This event's going to be successful.
Okay.
The sponsor's going to be happy.
Great.
You're going to want to do another one.
Yep.
A year from now. New game, same game, whatever.
Yeah.
You're going to be looking at the roster of who to invite. You're looking at me. You're like, okay, yeah, he's still shit. Yeah, he hasn't fallen off totally yet.
Champ, I don't know.
And then you invite me, and then you're like, Void's on the list, and like, hypothetically, he crushes through the rest of the competition, wins today. You're like, well, he's a little too good.
That's right.
And you don't invite him back, and it's like, all right, let me secure my future invite,
Yeah.
That's
Strategic losses.
Strategic losses.
Yeah.
Throwing for content. Anyway,
before we talk about this next match, I actually, no, we should talk about these teams. I got more questions, but we'll
talk about these. I gotta pee. Talk about these teams. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go for it. So we have, I think, a really cool team here. We see it's similar to a team we saw. Actually, you use Void, right? You want to talk about this one a little bit because there's 4 of the same 6 Pokemon.
So the idea here, from what I see, you have Maushold Annihilate, which if they lead and they beat up Annihilate successfully, it's a win con. It's really scary. This Annihilate has close combat and sub instead of Drain Punch and whatever my other move was. So it seems like it can be a little scarier if, the Rage Fist isn't really working out. Typical Garchomp with Swords Dance instead of Rock Slide. Amoonguss is Amoongussing. But the one thing that's nice about this team is there's the Gengar with Haze. And I think that's so sick. I hate bringing Murkrow in the back to fight Dondozo.
Yeah.
And I think the previous match kind of showed you guys why.
Yeah.
There are situations where you do have the Murkrow and you're just not really fighting Dondozo's Tatsugiri. And you're like, well, I'm Murkrow. Like, come on. And finally, the Dragonite. I wish Dragonite was a little more popular here, as I feel like Dragonite is such a popular Pokemon at home. But the Choice Band with normal Terrasilize and, E-Speed and moves for type coverage. Pretty solid.
That's a great summary, Aaron. You have anything you want to add?
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of like early damage, right? So it's like Mousehold and Annihilate can like clean up the field, and so it's like you go for an immediate beat up Rage Fist, take a KO. Choice Band Extreme Speed Dragonite is just so strong, we just saw that in the last set basically. So then you can like end the game with Dragonite and Garchomp. The Gengar and Amoonguss is just like double Dondozo answers, so like cover for the fast end, but also from the slow end, and so yeah, it's like generally just really well-rounded. You could also go like Garchomp with one of the redirection users and just like follow me Rage Powder into a Sword Stance and then start sweeping with Garchomp.
Yeah, I love this kind of double redirectors with Rage Powder and Follow Me, with Rage Powder just being the inferior version of Follow Me that doesn't work on grass types. And a couple really strong offensive Pokemon, right? You have Rage Fist, Annihilate, and you also have Swords Dance Garchomp, and you have Choice Band Extreme Speed Dragonite. So using these Pokemon to kind of protect their partners and be disruptive in general. Also, a couple changes from your team, Void. So you had Bulk Up and Drain Punch on your Annihilate, but over here we have Close Combat Annihilate and Substitute on the Annihilate as well, right? And I feel like that's going to change the dynamic a little bit. Like, you were always threatening healing. Like, in front of the Escarada, you were like, Drain Punch back up. But this gives a little bit more immediate damage. What do you think about that?
I personally like it. I feel like sometimes I Drain Punch and I'm like, I'm too fast. You know, but Substitute is the, hey, I'm too fast, sick.
Yeah.
You know, like things just work
Hey guys,
out.
Jacob Alfred on the mic. I gotta say something. Somebody just told Lily Pichu how Protect works.
Yes, she had no idea.
Oh my God. Well, that's certainly a revelation, but hey,
Hey man, the better player always wins. That's what I'm saying. That's on me.
At least you learned after round one. But here's, I think, this is my prediction to be the people's favorite team. Okay, we've got Tauntaugury Dondozo, okay, standard stuff. Murkrow, interesting on a Dondozo team. Again, Mousehold and Annihilate, surprisingly popular, but with a surprising set here with Choice Scarf, Annihilate, but then Earthworm.
Yeah, it's like two different strategies in one team, right?
Exactly. It's kind of like, mixing and matching. 'Cause basically, you could also think of it as like, it's a strategy that does well, like it has Dondozo and then it has anti-Dondozo as well.
One thing I find kind of interesting, I'd like some input from you guys on this, is the wide lens on the Mousehold with Friend Guard instead of Technician.
And Choice Scarf Annihilate.
And Choice Scarf Annihilate.
Because normally you want to get the beat up onto Annihilate before it moves, but in this interaction, the beat up will go after Annihilate.
Yeah.
So it's kind of contradictory, but it could still work.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. It's a bold move. We're gonna have to see if it pays off, but I'm interested to see kind of the interaction here. I agree. I think the weirdest thing is the wide lens population bomb. Doesn't mean it's bad though. Like I mean, like. It's basically, for those of you at home who might not know, Population Bomb is a really powerful attack. It has 20 base power, but it can hit up to 10 times. It's 90% accurate, and it will hit until it misses. So with the wide lens, each of those individual hits has 99% accuracy. It's about a 90% chance to hit all 10 hits. The thing is, then why we're calling out Friend Guard on Mousehold is that normally if you're going to run an offensive set with Mousehold, you're going to want the ability Technician, which powers up weak moves like the individual hits of Population Bomb. Friend Guard Mousehold is normally used on a beat-up set to combo with Annihilate. So you're kind of doing two different things with your Mousehold here. Like it's both, like it's not quite a full support Mousehold because it doesn't have a supporting item, and it's not quite an offensive Mousehold because it doesn't have the offensive ability. So I'm really curious how this works. It's just like it's not inherently bad or wrong. It's just unusual, right? We just don't really know what to make of it. So I'm really curious to see kind of how this plays out.
It's just a mouse of all trades.
The mouse of all trades.
Are you guys being nice? Is it just bad?
No, it's not. No. Like it's like
you guys speak in words sometimes that I can't tell if it's like you're being politically nice. Like
it's
this is interesting. We'll see if it works.
If I saw this on the ladder, I would be like, that's bad. But the thing is that I have a lot of respect for the coach who helped build this team, and I think that
right, you can't dog the coach.
Well, it's not that. It's that in Pokemon, there's kind of these general rules, like Pokemon with choice items shouldn't have Protect, and like other things like that that are kind of understood to be like kind of
principles.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, there is always a time to break those rules, and there's always a player who will have a lot of success by breaking those rules. And in fact, a lot of the greatest players of all time are players who are really good at understanding when they have to break those rules. Like when Aaron Zhang's brother, Brendan Zhang, won the World Championships with Choice Band Protect Escavalier.
Your brother's also good?
His brother's
better than me, man.
Dude,
you're an Escavalier? Escavalier was meta?
Yeah,
it
wasn't at all.
Were you guys just playing against each other growing up?
A little, but actually, so that World Championships 2013, he was in the youngest division, so he won. I was in the oldest division. I got third, but We didn't really practice against each other very much for that event.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was like, I'm too good. I don't need you, man. Like, I
He
got
talked
my...
mad smack.
Oh my god.
You watch the interview, he's literally a 10-year-old. He hasn't gone through puberty yet. So he's like, oh, yeah, like I beat him every game.
He's talking so much smack.
That's funny.
Oh, okay, I love this.
Did they both lead Mousehold Annihilate?
They both let Mousehold Annihilate, and I love that Sykkuno is looking at the team sheet. It's that tells me he's dialed in. Connor, taking note. I like this.
So
I want to make a prediction.
Okay, go for it.
I was right on the last one.
You were spot on, dude.
I'm a day-dot believer in Sykkuno. I think Connor's going to get washed.
I love that.
What I can say is that I gave Connor my Switch so that he could customize the trainer however he wanted, and he spent all of my money to look like that.
He went over to me. He's like, it's like Ninja. Look, her
He
hair
looks
moves
like
around.
Splatoon character.
The goal's ninja. The goal's ninja.
The goat.
I gave Sykkuno his Annihilate and Mousehold should be max speed, so it should go faster if there's any bulk at all on Connor's.
But the thing is that that Connor's Mousehold or Annihilate is Choice Scarf.
Oh no, that's not faster at all. I lack reading comprehension.
So it's like Kuno's Annihilate going for Protect.
I see the head nod on Connor.
Wait,
I love it.
why is Mousehold slower than Annihilate, Baron?
Tactical decision making.
Oh no, Aaron!
Well, you see, Wolf.
So one thing here, Sykkuno does get the scout on the Scarf Annihilate's
That's
move.
true.
Thanks to the double protect turn 1. So we'll see if he can capitalize on that.
Does he know it's scarves? No, right?
Yeah, team cheats.
Oh, right, duh.
He has a scarf,
So
and if I'm
he-
not mistaken, the mouse does have a ghost to Terrestrialize.
Okay, I like this. I like this. Kind
That's
of.
nice.
We're watching Sykkuno, right?
Yeah, we're watching
Yeah, okay.
Sykkuno. It's confusing because they both have the same things.
Yeah, that's what's messing me up here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Beat up Rage Fist, but is it going to take the close combat or the population bomb for that matter? I don't think it's taking that. It's a critical hit. I don't think it's
10
going to
hits,
matter.
10 hits.
Mistrust.
Oh my God!
3?
4, 5,
Come on. 6.
Six.
Couple crits. 7.
7.
8. Come on.
8.
9. Come on,
Give it
Chris.
up for 9.
Can we
Give it up for
get
10.
Wow. That is like max damage, right? 2 crits and 10 hits.
I've never seen more. Close combat finishing it off, so the crits didn't matter in the end. But
Yeah, super overkill.
definitely overkill.
Slower than the Annihilate.
That's a great question.
I think that
fake
maybe
out
our
Connor.
coach has made a mistake in his training.
All right, so I was right. You guys were being nice.
No.
This is the other
Sykkuno
guy.
has the better combo.
Yeah.
But the way like they were trained, Mousehold ends up being like Mousehold's supposed to be faster than Annihilate, so it just gets beat up off. Annihilate is super strong.
Oh, tough.
But this was
This is a reverse.
potential error in,
a potential error
in training the Pokemon.
You guys allowed to switch teams? What's the rules on that?
That might be a question for later.
No,
But
it would be great if he won with that.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Agreed.
sword stance.
Sword? No, was that Sword Dance?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Taking advantage of the fact that the Mousehold, if it population bombs into Garchomp, it'll KO itself with Rough Skin.
That's pretty
Wait,
funny.
really?
Yeah. Each
hit.
individual hit activates Rough Skin.
But like what? But like it's that weak?
Rough-skin does
Yeah.
1/8%
Garchomp's pretty
damage
tanky, and
of
that's
your
the
HP.
friend guard ability. It's not that
my
weak, but yeah. By the way, in Japanese, population bomb is called mouse beheading, which is kind of messed up in my opinion.
It's like geometric like series or something.
Oh my gosh.
wait.
I think it should be called Too Many Mice. And I'm switching out into Tatsugiri.
Wait, this just means this is a free sword stance, right?
Yeah, and population bomb. No. So this is one of the times where you want Mousehold to miss, too.
Look at Connor laughing.
I love how long this takes.
Oh,
critical
there's another
hits.
crit. Okay.
I can't even see how much health Mousehold has left.
This
it goes
is
too fast.
like the worst.
He got double crit on population bomb back to back. Can we get 3 crits in a row? No. Oh my God, let it end
You
to
gotta
get me out
miss,
of
bro. You
jail.
gotta miss.
What?
Wait, this could kill the Garchomp, no?
If he keeps critting.
If he keeps critting,
It's dead in
it's
2
gone.
hits.
What? 4 crits on 1 population bomb. That shouldn't be possible.
oh my.
Is the mouse dead?
The mouse is
dead.
dead.
Mouse is gone.
4 crits.
You take that trade though. You just did like
That's a lot of
80% to
Four
Garchomp.
crits.
This offensive mouse ain't bad.
Oh.
This is a good dance.
Is this
That's
a
great.
Scarf Tatsugiri or a tanky one?
I think a sash. I think a tanky one. Let's find out.
It is Sash.
Yep, there we go.
I like the little head nod, you know?
Yeah,
he knows what he's
like,
doing.
Yep, I knew that was going to happen.
It's Dondozo time, I think, right?
It
It might be time for
definitely
Dondozo.
time. Because you just want to be faster now that Garchomp is danced up.
Yeah.
What's the last Pokemon was Dragonite, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Here
Dondozo
it
the sociable.
Dondozo is ready to socialize with all of Sykkuno's Pokemon.
Are those the little markings that you can find on Pokemon
Yeah.
that gives you the little title?
There's these little titles you can find. They're really funny. Some of them are like I had Annihilate the Grumpy, which I thought was
Oh,
funny.
that's pretty
or
good.
Annihilate the Angry, one of them.
Yeah.
The Furious, maybe. But yeah, there's a lot of funny little marks they're called.
What's the move for Connor on Dondozo?
They just kill everything.
Is it just Earthquake?
Yeah, I think just Earthquake. Like, you kill Garchomp, you like...
Is that scary for Rage Fist, or you don't care?
It's like...
It
because the Rage
takes
Fist
so long for Rage Fist to stack up.
It has no stacks right now, basically, so it's not that scary.
And the Annihilate's also -2, right? It's
But-
close combated twice.
It's close combated.
Unaware, though.
I think it's close
Once.
combat
Once.
once.
Yeah, right.
Ooh.
This
Am
is
I-
a nice read.
Am I to understand that if you hit a substitute, that still helps Rage Fists?
I actually don't know that. Does Aaron, do you know?
I would think no, but I'm not sure.
It doesn't, but
Okay.
it's just, it just gets to do stuff behind it.
Sykkuno very quietly making a great play here, going for a
Yeah.
Protect and Substitute, even though Earthquake would have been a really good move.
Oh, did the Protect work?
Yeah, Protect
Oh,
worked.
I thought he went for double Protect.
No,
This is hype.
he went for Protect and Substitute. It's a great play from Sykkuno, and all of a sudden the Substitute from Annihilate buying it a lot of extra time here.
So I do have a question. How, Unaware ignores opponent's stat
Yeah.
changes? Does it ignore the defense
It
stat?
does. So it's Annihilate for all
Whoa.
intents and
Annihilate
purposes.
is fine right now. It's
Well,
big chilling.
so you can just try to close combat it out.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the best wave.
It's tough because Dondozo's just so bulky, so like
Yeah.
you're gonna have to get so many hits into it. But you do have Choice Band Extreme Speed in the back. A single critical hit would also like completely turn the
And
tide.
it is multi-scale Dragonite, meaning Sykkuno...
No, it's
or-
inner focus. It was-
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. For the Intimidate.
Oh, interesting. A Terra here.
Is it Terra Steel?
I think it's Terra Grass.
I thought it was flying.
It's
Grass.
Grass.
Okay.
Okay.
One of us had to be
One
right.
of us, yeah.
Styling.
Let's see. Is Garchomp faster? It's not. Okay, good Earthquake here. That was the right play. Gonna break the sub. And KO Garchomp. Another
crit.
critical hit. That is the 7th critical hit of this game.
Yeah.
And
I
they've
am-
all been Connor?
They've all been Connor. I have never seen this many critical hits in my life in one game.
I'm ready for the 8th.
Yeah, we have 8.
Let me see it.
Crit?
Crit. Oh, that is not very much damage.
Bro, that don't do shit.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
I'm not gonna lie.
Wait.
Seeing Dondozo get hit is one of the most anticipated things I've ever had in watching
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Is there a
Every
flying
time
type
it's like,
attack
dude,
on Dragonite?
Well,
No.
Yes. Does he have? Oh, he doesn't have one.
so
Yeah.
Fire
Fire
Punch.
Punch.
There is.
Here's the problem. I actually think that Sykkuno's in a lot of trouble because he needs to lock into Extreme Speed to win this game, but Annihilate is in the back.
Yeah.
It's Choice Scarf Annihilate.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you have to do Extreme Speed? Do you just Fire
Wait,
Punch?
he can get a Substitute up and win that way.
Is he gonna get a sub though?
He
Like,
can Protect Terra Normal Extreme Speed, and then sub Terra Normal Extreme Speed and hope it kills, I guess.
don't
you-
close combat the Dragonite. That would be bad.
Oh, oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So this Dragonite is scarfed,
It's Choice Band, meaning
Oh,
it's,
okay.
yeah, it gets a damage boost, which,
so it's
Oh.
locked to whatever move. So you
Exactly.
don't want to do Fire Punch.
well, if the thing is, if you lock into Extreme Speed, it's a Ghost type in the back. So it'll put all the onus will be on Annihilate.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I don't hate this play. I don't love this play. This is order up.
Uh-oh,
I don't
that's
love
just
this.
my vibe.
Yeah,
Oh, that animation's good.
it is good.
The sushi?
The sushi.
Yeah.
Yeah, he beat Sheffin.
He'd definitely be chefing.
Crit.
Crit. You know, it's unusual. This Dondozo is actually Assault Fest, which is rare, but I mean, it wasn't like Connor brought all physical bonds here, but like not having leftovers didn't really hurt him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
2 for 2 today. I always said Connor. They thought I believed in that guy.
Here's the thing, like, Sykkuno has 2 really good answers against Dondozo, Amoonguss and Gengar, and he brought neither of them. So even though this one, like, didn't go super well, I don't think that's indicative of, like, the way the set's gonna go because he kind of, like, didn't bring anything for Dondozo, right?
The question is, how do you like weave in Gengar and Amoonguss to actually counter Dondozo, you know?
Right. Well, he could have just brought it over Dragonite, right? It would have
Right.
basically done the same. Like, Dragonite just got one shot, right? At least
Yeah.
Gengar could have hazed. This guy's eating sushi. Oh, my
Oh.
God. It's like +5 or something.
Oh.
Oh.
Sad.
Sag.
Is it 25 HP or a quarter of your HP?
A quarter, yeah,
quarter.
25%.
25 HP would be crazy.
That'd
That
be
sounds
ridiculous.
Yeah, I was thinking 25%.
Uh-oh.
He went to attack the. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Sushi.
Dang.
He definitely has the tools. Like, he absolutely has the tools. I think. I appreciate that they're cutting out of the battle before, like, the last we see the animation, because sometimes you just sit there waiting.
First round. That was like a fast first round. It wasn't too fast. Used protect like 1 or 2 times.
Can you tell me what's the perception of protect? Like, what do you guys think of protect? Because I feel like it's like sometimes some people have really strong opinions, some people don't care at all.
I like using protect to suss out what moves they have because I don't know what moves they have.
Yeah.
Which I should because I have a sheet, but I didn't look at it. So that's why I like using protect, and then also I like using it just to stall for lefties.
Yeah.
But I think that's also like more of a gimmick. It's not that viable.
No, it's actually legitimate. It's actually legit.
And then. That's usually the main reasons I use it. Why are you using it?
Sometimes I don't like protect. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But it's like the best and worst option ever.
How do you mean?
If I'm usually this is how it goes. If I'm fighting somebody a lot better than me, they're gonna scout out all of my good protects.
Right.
Right. So then suddenly I have to start doing bad protects, and then the bad protects become good, but then. There's just a lot of mind games with just the one move that it's crazy.
That's why I like Dynamaxing, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because it invalidated protect.
Yeah, it damaged the protect.
So Dynamax was like super controversial. I think a lot of high-level players were like, this is so dumb. Like, you just like double your health and like, it's still very skill intensive, but I think part of the point was like anyone could just double something and like you would win on the first turn of the game and attack through protect and get a speed
it's
boost.
Pokemon. Anyone can win. That's the whole point. What do you mean?
You know, one thing I like about protect is if I'm not feeling comfortable about attacking into somebody's protect, I just protect with them.
Yeah.
And I think that's like,
like,
to me, that's been like the layer 2.
We got an
we got
adjustment.
a huge adjustment here. Amoonguss and Dragonite up front. What is the Mousehold goggles?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting. And it's Terra Ghost?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
This could go terribly.
This could go very well or extremely bad.
What's the terrible?
So basically, like, because the Mousehold is goggles, Rage Powder and Spore don't work on it. So if this is he went for Terra Normal Extreme Speed into the Mousehold, and if it either survives or honestly, if it's Terra Ghost on the Mousehold. So if it terrestrializes into Ghost, Extreme Speed will do nothing, Beat Up will go off, and then Ape will kill the Amoonguss.
No, but it's Scarf Annihilate, I just remembered. So the beat up goes after that.
No. It's Scarf Annihilate that's slower than Mousehold.
Wait, it's still slower?
I think I saw that last game. We're going to hopefully find out here.
What?
Let's see.
I thought no shot because he was doing his little punchy punches always first.
Oh, no
Let's
Ghost
see here.
Terra.
No Ghost Terra. Extreme Speed comes out.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. What an adjustment from Sykkuno picking up the one-hit KO on Mousehold.
This means the Spore will hit the Annihilate.
That's right. Rage Fist. Ordinarily a very strong move. In this situation, not so much. Oh! It's Effect Spore! I guess he figured he wasn't going to switch.
This is huge.
That's really funny.
If that had killed, does Effect Spore still work?
Yes.
As long as you make contact.
As long as, yeah.
So that was a bad move no matter what.
No, it was like if you thought that Mousehold, you need to kill Amoonguss, right?
Right.
Like, because, and Effect Spore is also, it's not guaranteed by any means, you know? Like, it's always a gamble, so.
It was an amazing adjustment by Sykkuno, though. That was like
Seriously?
exactly, like, could not have played that turn one any better.
This has to be as bad of a turn one as you can get.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I actually, I don't want to call the game yet, but from this position, if, like, Connor wins, like, it's a miracle.
Well, he did just click Extreme Speed. He just
Yeah, he did.
He's hard
He
reading.
did.
He's hard reading.
I think it's happening, man.
Oh, swap into Dendozo.
Yes, yes.
If Sykkuno calls this, he's the greatest Pokemon player of all time.
It's happening. I'm telling.
Oh my god, the music changed. The music changed.
It's happening.
Yo,
But it would've been so
swag
hype.
play from Connor then.
Yeah.
To just tank the sleep.
It was really risky too because if Toxicity goes down, not only do you lose Dendozo, you also have Annihilate blocked into Rage Fist against a normal type. Like, you never win that. So really ballsy move to stay in there.
This drop speed is also great.
Yeah, seriously. Although Extreme Speed always moving first is nice, but no, it's definitely nice.
All right, now if I'm Connor, I swap.
Now you do it?
Yeah. And if Sykkuno does the same thing twice, that'd be so swag.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're in a loop. Okay.
There we go.
Huh? Wait.
Look at the mix-up, though. I like it. Bringing both Amoonguss and Gengar.
Yeah, but bringing in Gengar here is really risky.
Oh,
the double down. I respect the double down.
I like it.
Oh no, it's stayed in again.
Do we know the priority on swaps?
The
space
faster
speed.
Pokemon moves faster because of the Icy Wind and the Choice Scarf. Oh, okay, but if Ape wakes up this turn, it could be actually working out really well.
No shot, he wakes up.
Oh,
he wakes up.
Rage Fist into Amoonguss. Oh my god, what a play!
The Rage Fist is bad, right?
Yeah, but he wakes up so he gets to put him back to sleep. Effect
Oh,
Spore.
Effect
Spore.
Come on, baby.
Citrus.
Effect Spore.
If it makes him not go to sleep, that could be good.
That's true. Effect Spore could work against Amoonguss, but yeah, okay, Spore comes out here. Okay.
This is spicy.
It is very spicy.
Oh, interesting. The Shadow Ball here would be really nice. You just throw it into
You can Shadow Ball, Annihilate, and Spore it pretty safely.
yeah.
It covers for like Dondozo coming out as well.
Do you think it kills? Like, I don't know.
Annihilate?
How,
No.
Yeah, okay.
I would, with max HP, I wouldn't expect it to.
Connor is he's holding steady. He refuses to switch in his Dondozo, even though
spam, bro.
well, he's Spore spamming into the same slot, which is kind of
so cringe. what happened to Sleep Claws?
that was never a thing in official competitive.
Unofficial. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Draco, does it KO?
Oh my god!
Wow.
Another Spore, another sleep. This Annihilate he's determined to make it stay asleep. He's thinking, you've got the kill, you can go for it. Oh, a cheeky pivot.
Basically, what he needs to do is get the Dondozo out so you can haze it, right?
Yeah,
so, like,
he needs to get the kill here, basically.
but Amoonguss being so low is actually really scary because now you can't Spore as easily.
Yeah, and you're also opening yourself up to Icy Wind, which is really scary, right?
Breaks Focus Sash on Gengar, Amoonguss faints.
Yeah.
Would it make him slower than
than the Dondozo, exactly. Wait, one. Do you think he knows about Sleep Claws? Is that why he keeps doing this?
What's Sleep Claws?
Like, oh my god. It's in some like fan modes of Pokemon, you can't put multiple Pokemon to sleep because they think it's
If
cringe.
Icy Wind comes out, that's both.
Dondozo counters.
Yeah, and
so
then
he kind of needs a poison on the Curse Body. No, he needs a poison to kill the Tatsugiri. That did nothing. Oh my god.
Oh no.
This
What a
is looking
turn.
so good, but all of a sudden it's kind of cringe.
I think I called it too quickly.
No, I think he could still win this because if Extreme Speed takes on Tatsugiri, then he wins the 1v1 because, wait, no, does he lose? He loses the 1v1 to struggle? What even happens?
No, but I mean, can't you just switch the Ape into Dondozo?
Yeah, you can,
But
like,
if you read into it, you sub Extreme Speed Dondozo. That's actually pretty good damage. Oh. This turn is huge. I think like this turn
This
will...
is the crucial turn, I
Yeah.
think.
I'm speechless.
This is going to be really close. Extreme Speed into top.
Oh,
no, please no. Please don't do that. Oh my god.
Okay.
He always hovers his own mod. I think he's just trolling.
Okay, he's thinking about it. This is a crucial turn. He
I
goes to
like the sub. Does Tatsugiri protect? Does the main thing? Oh, it does.
Protect.
Okay.
God. The question now is how much does Annihilate take from Rage Fist? Extreme Speed's blocked by Protect. How much is Rage Fist gonna do? This is Scarf Annihilate. Goes to the Rage Fist.
Is that not a speed tie?
No, because it's Choice Scarf.
Oh my! What?
Oh my god. It only got hit once, right?
Yeah.
Just one Shadow Ball. Oh my god.
What?
Wow.
I'm really surprised by that.
I didn't think that would ever KO.
This is
actually.
GG now, right?
No, you can still win. You can still win. You can still win.
There's no
Okay.
way, right?
Wait, how? How can he hit it?
Struggle against Annihilate?
Extreme Speed into the Tatsugiri. If he kills Tatsugiri this turn, right?
Okay, well, he went for the Annihilate.
Yeah, well, now he can't win anymore. But like, if he killed Tatsugiri, Dondozo comes in, he 1v1s the Dondozo, and then he kills Annihilate with Struggle, because he runs out of Extreme Speeds first.
Because Annihilate can't hit him.
Exactly, because neither
Yeah.
can hit each other.
Yeah.
So, like, assuming Connor misplayed, he could win.
There was an out.
Like, it depends. If basically, it's just Rage Fist and, I don't know, Icy Wind or whatever, but Connor should switch here, probably.
If he swaps into Dondozo and this Extreme Speed pays off, that'd be hype.
Yeah, okay, so he's making plays.
No, but now it's just over, right? Because
Yeah.
Annihilate just comes back.
How much
combats.
PB does he have left? Has he clicked Extreme Speed? He clicked a couple times, right?
He has 5 left, so this will
Okay.
be 4 after this.
Okay, so it's Extreme Speed, get the crit, Extreme Speed, get the crit, get the kill. Then Extreme, yeah, no.
I've seen enough crits today.
Yeah.
Did he click the Annihilate?
He did. He had to read this turn, which is it's a hype play.
So there is an out.
He got it though.
Yeah, but how does he beat Annihilate now? Oh my, that's Terra Normal Choice Band. What? 4. It's gonna,
Any crits in chat?
Any critters?
Critters.
Come on.
One time?
One time for the fans? No. He might take one attack here. He does take this.
Wow. A crit next turn kills for sure.
Crit next turn kills. 3.
One time?
One time.
Dealer
For
one
the
time.
homies?
Dealer one time. Pick a number 1 through 10, Wolf.
4.
I was thinking 7.
It's doomed. Extreme speed. Is it gonna crit? No. And that's going to do it. But, well, listen, Sykkuno got most of the way there. And I think, like, especially, these are some of the first games he's, like, played. These are the first games he's played in the tournament, right?
He made a brilliant adjustment. The
made
turn
such
1
a
was
good
beautiful
adjustment.
as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we were calling it over, right? Like,
Yeah.
we were kind of,
It was.
Destroyed. That wasn't even close.
It was actually pretty close.
Not even close.
It was pretty close.
I
That
got
was
pretty
the
lucky at one point.
fastest-
I think that was the fastest loss in this whole tournament. Oh god. Well, it happens. It happens.
Listen, man, it was a good game.
Yeah, it was a good try.
I love the
I don't
sportsmanship.
Switch your dude. You just never switch.
He has a point, though. If Tatsugiri had gone down, he would have just won.
I agree.
yeah. I mean, how many turns did he waste sporing his
a lot
sleeping
of
Pokemon?
turns. A lot of turns.
You know what, dude? I am nervous for Jacob.
Yeah.
Because that Connor's team is basically like Lily's team.
Yeah.
And he played it pretty competently.
Yes.
I like the sash on Tatsugiri.
Yeah.
That makes you like less afraid to have it out there first before
Gives you a
bring the
lot of
Dondozo.
extra insurance.
Connor.
Welcome.
Connor,
Welcome.
before anyone says anything to you, this whole couch can testify. You can rewind the stream. I believed in you day dot.
Thank you.
My man came out and crushed. Tell me about that. How'd you feel?
I felt pretty good. You know, I think we both had like the same lead at the beginning. You know, it didn't end up working out for Sykkuno, but it worked out for me, and so I won.
I have a question for Sykkuno. So I want to say that you lost game 1, right? It was like pretty tough. Like Dondozo was really hard, and then you totally switched the Pokemon that you brought in game 2. And we were talking. We think you made the perfect adjustment. We think you brought the perfect Pokemon, and you adjusted so well. What were you thinking? Because you didn't like. It felt like you locked in pretty quickly for game 2. How did you know which Pokemon you needed to bring for game 2?
My coach helped me with that.
Yeah.
Still lost anyway, so that's a whole thing. But
I think with Pokemon, what you got to keep in mind is that like it's not always about who wins and who loses because there's so much going on, right? I mean, in game 1, you got. I am not exaggerating here. You got crit more in one game than I've seen in my over a decade playing competitive Pokemon. You got
why
crit.
Why doesn't my mouse have that move? It does a million damage.
It does a lot of damage.
I think it would have killed my Garchomp if he didn't hurt himself.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that a normal move? It's crazy.
I think that like you have the more traditional mouse set, and Connor. Yeah, Connor's more progressive, I would say. more liberal.
Yeah, 100%.
Very good.
It's a good. Yeah, they each have their advantages, but I think that there was a mouse difference there.
Okay.
Sykkuno, you went for a sick play.
We liked it
30 times in a row. Were you mind blown that Connor never swapped?
I actually wasn't sure how the mechanic works. I wasn't even sure if he switched, would it work that way? But I wanted to find out because I don't know how the game works. So.
Yeah.
I kept trying to sleep thinking you'd switch in.
Yeah, he kept extreme speed and
I kind of wanted to
your...
find out if it works that way.
Yeah, it would have worked.
If the speed works, but
yeah,
they just never did it.
He never did it.
You never did it. But if it had worked, if you that first you went for extreme speed and spore into the Annihilate, but if that had switched into Dondozo, it would have been the sickest play I've seen in my entire life. So you should still.
Yeah,
I think
cool.
It would have been cool. So yeah.
Yeah, my plan was like when he got slept, I knew I needed him to wake up.
Yeah.
And so Tatsugiri had Focus Sash, so if it gets hit,
yeah, you
that's
can
one
survive.
turn down, and I also have Protect, so I know it could stall at least 2 turns.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that was sort of the plan.
I think you did a really good job of not getting flustered, right? Especially when you saw Gengar and Amoonguss and you were asleep and Terra Normal Dragonite, you lost a Pokemon earlier. I didn't know if your Mousehole was going to faint to the turn 1. Awesome turn 1 play, by the way, as well. Taking out the Mousehole before it can do anything. Like, I think that was a pretty scary start to the second game, but you really...
After it one shot, literally everything I had, I was like, I guess I have to do this or I just lose. Because that thing, I think it one shots everything. I don't know what it doesn't one shot other than I guess the monkey that is ghost type.
Yeah, exactly. But Yeah. No, I really like how I like that you stayed calm, right? I think that was a really really good way to claw back game 2, especially after a bad turn 1.